Bucs on the road at the Saints. Saints coming off a putrid offensive performance against the Seattle Seahawks. It was just a little less putrid in the kicking game, and so they were able to win by a field goal. The Bucs coming off of off bye where they're going to, looks like maybe still be without, coming off a game where they're going to still be without Antonio Brown, it looks like, in this one. Last that I keep reading, Bruce Arians is so great when he's describing injuries. He's like, it's an ankle injury, but it's at his heel. And whatever, it's like, all right, so what are you saying? Is that a heel injury or is that an ankle injury? Like, what are we talking about?
Injury.
So, yeah, it's a foot injury. Right? Yes, that's going on with them. So it doesn't look like he is going to go. So it was almost leaning towards like maybe it was more of a longer term type injury. I don't know if this is good or not, but Richard Sherman was back at practice on Wednesday for the Bucs. I don't know if him being out there is a good thing, but it was. And of course, they got Jason Pierre-Paul back on the field last week as well. Did the Bucs. So getting healthier outside of the Antonio Brown thing, but if there is a team in the NFL that could withstand not having Antonio Brown out there, it would certainly be the Bucs. And by the way, Gronk looks like he is on track to play this week as well. So getting another piece back into the fold here. Brad, when we take a look here, 5.5 against this, it seems short to me. I understand it's on the road. I understand it's the Superdome. I understand if we believe that home field advantage still exists anywhere, that maybe the Superdome would be one of those places. It is a dome. It does get loud. It is going to have a bunch of drunk Louisiana Cajuns in there and all that. So there's going to be that going on. But listen, the Saints offense it hasn't been good all year. I mean, it hasn't been good all year. Jameis is what Jameis is. He's fine this year. He's serviceable. He's not making those famous Jameis turnovers and those type of plays, but they're also not pushing the ball down the field. They don't have any weapons to go along with that. And so outside of Kamara, that's really all they got. And the Bucs really have some linebackers that might actually be able to give Kamara some trouble. So I don't know. 5.5 seems short to me. Talk me in or out of it.
Yeah, I don't think the Saints are going to move the ball, right? So, I mean, they got healthy on the offensive line. They pass protect well. They can normally run the ball. But against the Bucs, I think they probably still struggle to run the ball. Everyone struggles to run the ball because they've just got those two monsters in the middle of the defensive line. And they've got no one that's going to get open, as you say. Like, the linebackers are as quicker linebackers as you'll find in the NFL. They should be all over Kamara. And there is Callaway's going to get open downfield. Like, not really. It's not really happened all season long. So I really see the Saints struggling to move the ball that effectively. Other side of the ball, I don't really know. Like, Gronk getting back is good, but there's quite a few charts floating around where you can see the difference that Antonio Brown makes on that offense. It takes them from good to Super Bowl to unstoppable because, like, who has the defensive backs to cover Gronk, AB, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans? But nobody does it. So I think they are containable this weekend. So I would say probably the look for me would be under 50. I'm looking at -113. That would probably be the way I play it with two teams that do know each other very well as well, and two very good defenses.
Yeah, there's a couple of 50.5s out there available as well. So if you do like Brad's play, be sure, again, shop around. MGM right now sitting at 50.5, DraftKings sitting at 50.5 as well. So be sure and take advantage of that. Steven, Antonio Brown is certainly a very, very good player for the Bucs. I just don't know if they're going to need it, because I don't know if they're going to have to score that many points to win this game against the Saints. Like, it's just, this offense is so one-dimensional. It's like Kamara, and that's it. Outside of Kamara, they haven't been able to do anything at all. And so does that change in the course of a short week? I don't see it changing over the course of a short week.
And if you look at the last couple of games that these two teams have played against each other, obviously different with when Drew Brees was a quarterback, but they contained Kamara in the passing game fairly effectively. It's like they don't typically do well in that area. I think Levante David, Brett Gibbons, our writer at the Lions, noted that he's giving up about, I think, 27 receptions on 30 targets or something like that. He's not a good coverage linebacker, but when they know that Kamara is the main weapon and they prepare for it and scheme against it, the last couple of times they've played him, they've contained him in the passing game. So I do agree that it might be difficult for the Saints to move the ball in this matchup. I'm just not sure if I want to lay this many points on the road team. So that's kind of where I'm at. I think that the market is correct. And I think that this line moving from 4 now up to 5.5, maybe even to 6 is, I can't argue against it. So it's a pass for me, but it would be Bucs or nothing.
Yeah, definitely Bucs side or nothing for me. And I do like Brad's underlook here. Again, 50.5 is available out there. I mean, even if the Bucs put up 27 in this, 31 in this, I'm not incredibly confident the Saints put up more than 17. So you're still winning, right? If you're taking the under 50.5. So in a look like that. So I definitely like that one in Bucs versus Saints.